I decided to create audio indicators for a project I've been working on for a while now. Since this thing creates arpeggios, I wanted to create a startup sound that complements its abilities. I wanted the tone to be delicate to represent its small size, but powerful enough to represent what it can do. I also wanted the tone to be a short tone so that it can be arpeggiated easily. I used Logic Pro X's stock synth called Alchemy. I started with a default sound called Magic Lantern, which had already a pretty good fundamental tone for me to work with. It was short, glassy, and arpeggiatable. I wanted to modify this sound to better represent the personality of the arpeggiator I made. So I tweaked a couple of things and added some effects. The default sound was a little bit retro, so I wanted to make it sound a little more futuristic, and did so by giving it some reverb. I also modified the wavelength just a little bit so that it sounded a little bit more electronic. I used this synth to create 4 different sounds for different actions that the arpeggiator can do. The first sound I created was sound to indicate that it successfully started up. That sound is supposed to have 2 purposes. One is obviously to show that it's started up successfully, but the second is also to demonstrate what the arpeggiator is capable of doing, and that is to ascend and descend in arpeggiated chords that change midway through. And I ended it with a pretty satisfying chime to let you know you're connected. Here it is again. The second sound is supposed to let you know that you've successfully saved a key signature to one of the buttons. The successful save audio indicator is also an arpeggiated chord, which is ascending to indicate that you've successfully uploaded that chord to the board. I ended it with 2 very quick chimes at the end to give it just a little bit more personality. And here it is one more time. The third sound is to indicate that you've changed or deleted a previously saved chord. Since the action of deleting is the opposite of saving, I wanted the arpeggio to descend instead of ascend and have 2 different beeps at the end. These beeps are also in an interval that's just a little bit more dissonant to let you know that something is now gone. Here is the deleting chime once again. And that is the 4th and final sound that I created for the arpeggiator. It is the error sound. For any time you press a button that doesn't have notes saved to it, that tone will be heard. And I created it using 2 quick beeps of a tritone interval and a little hello chime at the end of it. So after those 2 beeps, it says, "Attention, please." And here's that sound one more time.